Globalization today is not a political option. It is an imperative derived from the mentality of the people and from the IT revolution. Wanting or not wanting, globalization is unavoidable. Therefore, we need to be prepared to have the best performance in globalization. For it is very important, education. Lifetime education, all-level education. The combination of technology and at the same time of R&D. The combination of education at the level of vocational training and university. And looking at the world in accordance with the outlook of many pundits, I have already said to you what the world in percentual terms will need in increasing the supply of food, of energy, and of potable water, in the middle of one increasing difficulty, the limitations in productivity. Therefore, we need to look at globalization through these lenses. When you look at the other country, you can look at it as a competitor or as a collaborator. You need to compete and at the same time cooperate. For example, when we speak about the new era of relationship between the United States and Latin America, in my opinion, we should not abandon the fight against narco-terrorism. We need to win, and it is a winnable action. But we need to place much more emphasis on how to integrate much more our economies, and how to set social goals, and how to fulfill these social goals, and how to work together in solving problems of the energy basket, of food security, of natural resources, of potable water. There is a great agenda of specific needs that could be included in any new approach between Latin America, the Caribbean on the one side, and the United States on the other. You need to have agreements and investment. Because if you sign a free trade agreement and your country has not a high rate of investment, therefore, how can your country become competitive? When I was asked about the necessity of the ratification in the USA Congress of the free trade agreement with Colombia, I remember that my answer was this: I am not quite hopeful that in the short term, Colombia could dramatically expand or increase its exports to the United States. But signing this agreement will give the world a clear hint of confidence in Colombia, and it will be very helpful for Colombia to have domestic and foreign investment.